with Fashionica. So as we're all staying at home, I decided to pick up like a mini passion project. I love thrifting, especially thrifting designer vintage handbags. So I actually started finding these like awesome bags and give it to you guys to score for a great deal. I've been doing this for a couple of months now. I'm so excited that like a lot of you are really loving this because like it is seriously such a passion of mine. If you want to learn a little bit more about this shop, feel free to look at my Instagram highlight because that's where I go into detail about like why I did this, the reasons why I price certain bags. But I've been getting a lot of requests because, as you know, I've been thrifting a lot of handbags and it's been so tempting not to keep some of them. So this video is actually going to show you guys all the bags I decided to keep and not put into the shop. So with that, let's get on with this designer bag thrift haul. Also, if you're interested in checking out my shop, I do post daily on weekdays. I have so much inventory because I'm constantly thrifting for these bags. On my weekends, I literally go everywhere to look for these bags. You can actually see all of them in the background right there. That is my September inventory. But yeah, I like to put them out daily at around like 7 p.m. Hey, that's like a little pro tip if you are wanting to get an item, because I noticed that they actually tend to sell pretty quickly. I price it a lot lower than what you would find online. The best way to share this haul is to do it by like designer, because I do have quite a few bags that I did keep. It's not gonna be like one or two. It's hard working in this industry and not wanting to keep them for yourself, because they're literally, whenever I thrift these bags, I keep in mind if it's something that I would wear, because I wouldn't want to sell something that I don't see myself using. First one I'm going to show you is Chloe. I love Chloe. I'm so excited because it's a fanny. I love fanny packs because they're just easy to throw on, and low-key, the reason I got this and like was really attracted to the new Chloe style is because it has a C and my boyfriend's last name is a C, so maybe if I just wear this like consistently, you know, he'll realize that my last name should be a C as well. I love wearing this over my chest. It is like the cutest way to wear it, I personally think. You can wear it obviously as a fanny pack. It is like a leather and suede material. I got it, it was in really great condition. It almost was like new when I got it. So really excited about finding this one, and it came with the dust bag, so I can't really ask for anything more. So next we are moving on to Prada. I have noticed that whenever I list a product, it pretty much sells like within that day. I think it's because there's this huge hype right now because Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, they've been rocking the Prada nylon mini Tessuto hobo bag. That's this bag right here. Honestly, it's so cute. It's like a perfect year-round bag. I just haven't decided to keep it for some reason because I wanted to keep this one. Honestly, I personally, like, this is the bag that I would rock all the time. And the funny story is I have actually had this bag for like quite a few years. I think like maybe since high school. My ex actually gave me this style, but I decided to sell that one because it felt weird having something that I still wore religiously and have it come from like an ex. I don't know, it felt weird to me. So I decided to sell that one and then literally just buy this one. Love this bag. It's like such a good staple. It's a good evening bag. It's a little crossbody, so you can't really fit too much, but I mean, when you're going out at night, really you want to just throw in like keys, cards, maybe a lipstick. And I wore this bag like all the time, especially during like my college days when I went like clubbing with my like girlfriends. This was literally the bag that I always took out. I just think it's so unique because of that like little nylon cutout. It's just so bold. I love the gold tone on this too. I'm gonna pass this on to my daughter. I already know. Hopefully I have a daughter, or you know, if I have a son and he wants it, it's his. This next bag, so freaking excited. I knew when I bought it, I had no intention of selling it because it was in excellent condition, and I just knew that it was a bag that was a staple that I would constantly use. So yes, Oh, we're moving to Louis Vuitton. It actually did not come with the chain. It literally came as is. It's supposed to have a vachetta strap and work as like a little belt, but I'm fine with that because I really like the chain with it. I love wearing this as a fanny. I don't know, as you guys can tell, I'm really into like the mini bag, even though it makes no sense because I literally have like so much crap in my bags. I love that she's in really great condition too. Yeah, she's so clean. Next designer we're moving on to is Fendi. Out of like all of my inventory, Fendi is probably the one that I have the most bags of because I just freaking love Fendi and all of their patterns. It's been such a hit and I'm really digging it. I consistently rock this Fendi, and here she is. She is this gorgeous little Fendi Zuka. Zuka is like the brown on the black, like literally this pattern that you're seeing like everywhere on Instagram and whatever. It's in really great condition. Love the style of this and the size of it too. I would say it's maybe not even a mini bag at this point actually. It's more of like just a good size shoulder bag. I love just throwing it over the shoulder and running out the door. You can throw everything in here and more. You can throw in your keys, your wallet, lipsticks, a snack, literally everything. So yeah, she's been really great. I've been loving using her, but here's the thing. I actually don't know if I can keep both of these. The next one I'm gonna show you isn't amazing, but they're too similar. So, okay, I'm gonna show you. The next one is this one. Yes, this is literally the bag that everyone has been messaging me about if I have any more in my inventory. And the answer is yes, I do have one in my inventory right now. It's not this one. I do have another one that's back there. She's currently in like her rehab stage because she is vintage. So I need to take good care of her, spruce her up a bit. It's called the Fendi Zuka Baguette Bag. I can't decide which one to keep. I can't keep both, and I know I'm gonna sell one of them. So that's where I'm at right now. But they're honestly both so beautiful, and they're both like the perfect Fendi Zuka style. So if you are on the market, just keep an eye out for my listings. I always make sure to post on my Instagram story right when I list it because I think it makes sense to let my followers know first, since they follow me, and let them have the ability to snag it before it gets sold out. So we're down to our final 3 bags, and we are moving to the designer Dior. I freaking am obsessed with Dior bags. They are so hard to find, but I just love it when I come across them. And this is a bag that I decided I wasn't gonna list. And it's funny because I was like already taking pictures of it, having a photo shoot, ready to list it. And then I was like, why am I selling this? Like, this is the perfect bag for you. So I didn't list it. This is the bag. This is the Dior Trotter monogram saddle bag. Love this little piece. It is in like pretty vintage condition. Like you can see it has had some wear, but nonetheless, your girl loves her vintage bags. Hence why we're doing this video, because I love collecting vintage designer. This is the most iconic bag for Dior. Actually, I lied. It's, here, I'll show you. It's actually this bag. Okay, so this is the most iconic style for Dior. This is the saddle bag. Yeah, it's so good. I actually decided to list this one because I just know myself. I know that it's such a freaking fancy bag that I probably wouldn't pull for it just because I would most likely use this one more. I was really tempted to keep this one, but I also spent like mad money on it, and your girl can't afford this just yet. So I decided I'm just gonna give it to you guys. This is the most iconic shape by Dior. It's been iconic for so many years. Made a comeback in the past couple years, and I am here for it. She is just like the perfect little thing to throw over your shoulder and like have people take a second look because it's just this fun, quirky shape. So this is why it is staying in my closet. So we are down to the final 2. Another Dior. This is actually like low-key one of my favorite bags out of all of them, and It's not even like one that is super known. When I saw it, I knew I had to get it. So this is the bag. It is another Dior Trotter, but this style is just so unique to me because I love this. There we go. I just love this fun little added detail. It really is about the detail to me, and I don't know, man, like this is literally the bag I'm gonna constantly use because it's so versatile. I'm not a crazy fan of long crossbodies, but because it's adjustable, I was able to make it like a short crossbody. Not only is it a crossbody, but you can adjust it so that it becomes a short strap so that you can just wear it over your shoulder. I spent a lot on this bag, a big ticket item, but again, it's something that I'm gonna wear forever. It's such a timeless piece, and this is such a timeless print, so I was okay with it. We are down to our final bag and my favorite of like the bunch. Let me just say, I have never owned Chanel because holy moly, they are so expensive. Even like at vintage price, they're still like so much money. So I've never even like considered owning one until I stumbled upon this one. She's so beautiful. I have a little Chanel flap bag. So this material is actually like a nylon-y material. So it's great for all sorts of weather. So she's not gonna be damaged. But granted, I'm not gonna take her out when it's raining because like, come on, it's Chanel. This is called the Chanel chocolate bar because the style is literally a chocolate bar. And I'm so in love with it. I just think it's so unique with the little C's right here on the print, and then you have it like right here. It is supposed to come with a chain, but this bag didn't when I thrifted it. So I just added this chain. It has a little thing here where you're able to hang your chain on. So I just attached it like that, and it looks great. And what's great about it is I can interchange the chains now. So I think it's really versatile because I wear it as both like a short little shoulder bag and a longer shoulder bag. It looks great with multiple chain colors as well, like gold and silver really work with this, especially because right here is like all black. So I can really play around with it. I did not have to pay a really pretty penny. It was actually a very affordable deal. So excited. For Chanel, like I kid you not, you won't find a bag that is under $1,000. That wraps up this designer bag thrift haul. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. If you are interested in checking out my shop, check it out at XOXONIKA Adrian on Depop, and then XOXONIKA on Poshmark. I'll also be sure to leave links down below for my stores in case you guys are ever interested in following it. If you're interested in like ever wanting to put an offer in, just DM me because I am more than willing to work with offers. I don't do this to profit. I really want you guys to just find a bag that you really love and just get to own a vintage designer bag for a really great price. So yeah, Instagram is at XOFashionika. I do post on my Instagram story to let people know that I've listed because it makes sense for them to be able to snag it first since they follow me. But with that, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Hugs and kisses. Bye guys.